So they'll be calling you a radical. So the historic, incredible drought of Big Sky basketball. So it was 24 years ago today. They should have went to the Sweet 16, and against Florida, Haslam, Miller, Weber missed a free throw to win it to go to the Sweet 16. Harold Arsenault, the show, Eddie Gill, the greatest coach in the history of this school, staying a lot. Phil Johnson, Dick Motta, Ronna Baglin. I was with President Thompson the next morning having breakfast. I said, you really can't fire him. Jeremy Boyette signed that night, or that day when they beat North Carolina. They went undefeated in here, lost to that incredible Wisconsin team because they beat Wisconsin in the tournament earlier this year. This drought is epic. Epic. Montana gets a 14 seed, Montana State. Since 99, 24 years ago, I said right then, it's over. And it's been over. They haven't won a big game since Weber State. You know, all these historic games were in this house. I saw Jason Kidd's last game. I got upset by the Green Bay, Wisconsin. Saw Jimmy Valvano cut down the nets. Second round games. Watched Jason Kidd's last game, as I said. You know, so many great games. 2 national championship teams in here, Denny Crum. So the drought is 24 years, no? Montana won a game with Krasoviak, I think, in 2007. So we're talking, and they don't even come close. They get drilled. They get blown out. Weber State loses again. As Klauke called it, a rock fight. I call it a brick fight. It was ugly, ugly. They lose a double overtime. Same old, same old. New coaches, same old, same old. Cannot win a big game. So they get Kansas. Oh, boy. By the way, that was a bad call in that Arizona game. So this incredible drought that's gone on Big Sky basketball. Big Sky basketball used to be a powerhouse. What happened? Fired Ronna Baglin. For what? Winning. Downhill ever since. Harold Arsenault, the show. 24. I'll quote Harold Arsenault, the show, the next year, standing right there. I work for a Baglin. You got to do this, 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 and the other thing, too. Play in the NBA. Harold Arsenault to the scouts. What makes you think I want to play in the NBA? Because I don't. And you want to talk about historic big choke losses? Damian Lillard ahead by 23 points in the second half in that house in the Big Sky championship game. Oh, they lose. They haven't won a big game. 24 years. Ha! The water's cursed. So, Big Sky basketball's historic, unbelievable drought. Oh, it's epic. It's epic. They don't even come close. They just blown off the court. I remember going, Ben Howland played here with UCLA. Well, by the way, he's getting ready to break that record. He was on the bench for UCLA then. So, it's incredible, this drought. Come on, Montana State. At least make a showing. I mean, this is important. Joe Ballenboy's all over the news. So Joe Ballenboy played here. I was the first guy that shook his hand. I helped recruit him. Got him here. Met his mom and dad, blah, blah. Incredible player. How did they lose with Jeremy Sieglin and Joe Ballenboy on the court? Not a very good Xavier team. Randy Ray, we just don't get good players, Kevin. Me and him got in a big argument. I'm like, what do you mean? Like in your day? What are you talking about? You mean like Damian Lillard? So Joe Ballenboy playing in Moscow. 2 weeks before Brittany Griner entered after she was told not to. State Department says, do not enter, do not. He bolted out of Moscow, out of Russia. He left. They wouldn't pay him his millions of dollars. He had to leave. Come on. He sued back. He sued him. He sued the league. You gotta read his quotes. I love him. That dude don't take no shit, boy. He won the lawsuit. Now, of course, Russia ripped him off a lot of money. So, but he just goes off. You think you could threaten me? You think you would talk to me like that? You think you all want? That's his words. What a player. But Randy Ray couldn't win with him. I mean, it's been unbelievable. So, the mega drought, and I mean a mega drought. Well, we got some water. Come on, Montana State. Show up! By the way, their coach, Danny, and I watched that game together in 2003 when Wisconsin with the great Boyette. He and I together. You know, come on, Danny. Show up! This incredible drought needs to end. It's unbelievable, the players that come out of this league, and we cannot make a showing in a tournament game. Break this drought. Come on, break this drought. Go team. Stay in tuned.